visual acuity of that spot. What the human body does to compensate for that is it allows the left eye to look at the blind spot on the right eye and vice versa on the other eye, to compensate for the fact that where that optic nerve exits, it has no vision, and the brain makes up for it. Now, I'm pointing a visual blind spot out to you because I'm going to take you down a road where we're going to talk about leadership blind spot. So visually, we all have a blind spot. Our brain compensates for it by allowing our eyes to help out each other so that the brain can get the information that it needs. We're also familiar with what we call driving blind spots. When you're driving and you've got cars at that exact angle where they're invisible to you. They don't show up in your rearview mirror. They don't show up anywhere. So danger is lurking on your left and your right, and you can't see it. It's there. Again, that's a blind spot. When we get to leadership blind spots, and I want to give this to you slowly for those who are taking notes. Leadership blind spots are portions of your leadership where your perception does not correlate with the perception of those experiencing your leadership. Okay? So in other words, the way you see your leadership, if I were to ask the people who are on the receiving end of your leadership, there's a big disconnect. And we're going to spend some time here. So for example, you say, I'm a great listener. And I say, okay, could you leave the room, Madam President? And I'll ask the rest of your team.
You seriously want me to do that?
No. They were talking about it. So I ask your team, is she a great listener? Is your leader a great listener? And they say, unanimously, no. She's not. That's a blind spot. Okay? You say I'm a lifelong learner and I am teachable. I pull your mate aside, I talk to your children, I speak to your neighbor, and I say, we have no signs of it. I've never seen it. They're not teachable. They're a know-it-all. That's a blind spot. Okay? There's a handout called a Johari window.